The Bee Diggers have won the toss and they have deferred. So they will be on defense to begin the game. Platte Valley's coached by Troy Hoffman. The assistants are Dan Gehring, Mike Danson, Spencer Frost, Jim Ruby, Ben Fusco, Tom Creech, and Roger Olson. Randy Dreitz in his 15th year, the head coach of the Bee Diggers, assisted by Ron Albo, Lance Schwint, Dick Creighton, Court Marquez, and Leon Lojek. And to kick it off will be Jaron Peterson. The Bee Diggers in their home maroons with the white numerals and the gold outline, and Platte Valley in the white jerseys with the navy blue pants and the baby blue numbers and the navy blue helmets. Opening kickoff tonight is brought to you by Buildings by Design, the experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. Back deep to receive are Tanner Schwint and Colt McDaniel. On homecoming night, Peterson to kick it off very short, and that ball is going to be caught at about the 38-yard line, running to his left and backtracking before being tackled was Garrett McCullough, a 5'10", 185-pound junior, but very good field position for Platte Valley. Dave, I don't know if that was by design, but it was not a very traditional kick, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think Jaron just got underneath of it quite a bit, and Platte Valley's showing they're going to come out and get after us because the chains are just set. They're already lined up, ready to go.
The quarterback is Daniel right up the middle, a couple of yards, and Kyle Rosenbrock throws back Ryan Waite, who was the setback. Only 5'6", 150. The gain of 2 to the 43. It is third down and 2 yards to go for Platte Valley, again, with no huddle, so they're going to run quite a few plays in this game.
Yep, Rosenbrock just shot in there. It was like a double leg. He just picked him up and dumped him, pushed him with his head, and kind of dropped him on his shoulder.
On third down and 2 from their own 43-yard line. 2 receivers split each side. Waite the lone setback from the shotgun. France has the football. 2-step drop. Looks to his right. Throws over the middle. The pass is incomplete. A diving attempt at the 47-yard line by Parker Gilliland. But just off his hands, incomplete. And on 4th and 2, looks like Platte Valley's going to punt.
Yep, that was a good play. You know, he threw that quick slant, and he was open, just let him a little bit too much. But we had some good coverage there. Cameron Alexander was right there. It's nice to see Clay Shaver on the field, too, defensive end. He was doubtful since he sprained his ankle earlier this week.
France standing at his own 30-yard line. He runs to his right. He gets it off that running punt. It'll land at the 30-yard line of Brush and take a Platte Valley roll inside the 20 to about the 19. And the Bee Diggers will have the football there. Again, we gave you the starting lineup with Kyle Rosenbrock and Baby Matos Garcia, both playing quarterback at different points of this game. Dave, let's see what the Bee Diggers do to attack this team. I mean, are they going to mix it up like they have throughout the course of the season and go a little bit of shotgun and go under center? That's probably going to be the case to try to get this Platte Valley defense off balance.
Yeah, they're going to try to establish that run. And here they are out in that wing tee.
Yep, and the quarterback is Matos Garcia under center from their own 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, and there is the give right up the middle to Mikey Gutierrez, and he's got about a yard, maybe 2, not much there. Tackled by the middle of that line, and also coming up to make the play was Matthew Hoffman from his defensive back position. 2nd down and 8 after the gain of 2 by Mikey G.
They got some big guys out there. One of them is Anthony Ibarra, 6 foot, 260 pounds, playing this right defensive tackle position. They lined up in a 5-2 that time. They didn't bring any linebackers.
Just over 10 minutes to go in the opening quarter, no score. Rosenbrock is now in a shotgun. 2nd down and 8 for the Bee Diggers at their own 21-yard line. In motion to the right is Peterson. And there to give to Peterson running wide to the right, and he's going to be tackled for a big-time loss. At the 15-yard line, lost 6 yards. Incredible penetration by Colt McDaniel. And Dave, all of a sudden, we're looking at a 3rd down and about 14 yards to go.
Yeah, they had that one read. Colt's a good athlete. His dad was my college roommate. He was a basketball player up at Western State, and when I was wrestling up there, we paid rent on an apartment, and neither one of us was ever there to enjoy it.
It's homecoming night, which means you're going to have a big crowd, but because of this game, 1 versus 4, this is got to be the biggest crowd of the season, even bigger than Brush Fort Morgan. 3rd down and 14 from the 15. Man in motion to the left. The give right up the middle to Gutierrez, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. In fact, he lost a yard to the 14-yard line, and you can count how many Platte Valley Broncos were there, including McDaniel and others. It'll be 4th down and 15 to go for the B-Diggers, and that was a disastrous possession.
Yeah, they were showing blitz. Their right linebacker over here, he looked like he was going to come up there and shoot that A gap or B gap, but he never went there. You know, he just stayed up really tight and took on that blocker, and that's what plugged the hole up.
Rosenbrock standing on the goal line. Ryan Waite back deep to receive for Platte Valley at the Brush 45. Rosenbrock awaits the snap. It's a perfect one. There's a flag down, and he gets off an end-over-end punt, headed towards the Brush sideline. It bounces at the 45. Might have hit a Bronco. Let's see what the official rules. The punt would go for about 31 yards, but the back judge is saying that it's Platte Valley football, but it is a legal procedure against Brush, and Platte Valley might take that penalty and make the B-Diggers punt it again, even though the 45-yard line of Brush is pretty decent field position.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they're gonna do on this, but I see Platte Valley sending out their offensive crew.
With 8:17 to go in the opening quarter, no score. Both teams have gone 3 and out, but Platte Valley already in excellent field position at the Brush 46 officially after a 32-yard punt, lining up along the right hash mark. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 2 receivers split each side with Ryan Waite as the lone setback.
You know, Platte Valley is platooning quite a few players. You know, they must have sent 7 or 8 kids out there onto the field.
4 yards back is the quarterback, France, awaiting the snap on 1st down in B-Digger territory. Has the football. Play action, throwing over the middle. The pass is complete to McDaniel along the sideline, inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. They'll give him the 16. It's a gain of 30. 1st down for Platte Valley.
Yeah, it was a great catch there by McDaniel. He had to go up 2 hands and really snag that thing. It was on a rope and it was thrown hard. But you got to give credit to France. There were such good fakes there in the backfield that it really froze the defense.
1st and 10 after the gain of 30 to the B-Diggers 16-yard line. Platte Valley threatening on their second possession. Again, out of a shotgun is France, awaiting the snap. Option left, pitches to Waite. Waite cuts it back to the inside of the 15, and then is stood up by Rosenbrock just across the 15-yard line. And, boy, he tried to fight his way for an extra yard and did. Waite got to the 13, a gain of 3, even though it looked like maybe 1 or 2 at the beginning, but he used his lower body to be able to advance forward. 2nd down and 7 for the B-Digger 13, approaching the 7.5-minute mark of quarter number 1.
Yeah, he's low to the ground. He's a short, powerful guy, hard to tackle. He's hard to see back there.
From the 13, France once again in a shotgun, and this time he'll hand it off for the right side. Big hole across the 10 to the 5 for Waite. He's got a 1st down. The ball is fumbled. No, it's a touchdown. It is a touchdown for Waite. Well, they were scrambling for the football, and maybe it was fumbled, but nonetheless, it's called a touchdown from 13 yards away. Yeah, even the players are signaling touchdown, which almost meant that it was a fumble recovery in the end zone.
Well, if he crossed the plane of the goal line and then fumbled the ball, you know, all he had to do was get across.
Yeah, Matthew Hoffman came away with a football, it looked like, but nonetheless, well, we'll just call it a 13-yard touchdown by Waite, because I'm not sure if they ruled that a fumble recovery or that was just ruled a straight-up touchdown by Waite. Now the extra point to be attempted.
Platte Valley comes out in that swinging gate. They had all their guys out there on the left side and then shifted them back over to the middle for the kick just to see if our defense would adjust.
Felipe Perez to attempt the extra point. It is up, and that one is inside the right upright. It's good. 7:17 to go in the opening quarter. It's Platte Valley 7, Brush nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Platte Valley has the early 7-0 lead on Ryan Waite's 13-yard touchdown run. And now Perez to kick it off. Nico Guzman, the deep man. This will be a line drive. Bounces at the 13 off of Guzman's leg. He'll pick it up at the 6, running to his right across the 15. Then he spun around at about the 17-yard line, and Platte Valley there to make the play on special teams for Platte Valley. The drive took 1 minute. Covered 46 yards, 13-yard run by Ryan Waite. And we're thinking that he did fumble, but he was across the goal line at the time. And now the Bee Diggers have the ball officially at the, we'll call it, just past the 17-yard line, 1st and 10, and one of the few times the Bee Diggers have fallen behind this season, maybe the only time. I'm trying to dig my brain out of it, and I don't, against Glenwood Springs they were down. And that's about it. 1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers at their own 17-yard line. Baby Matos Garcia under center. In motion to the left is Guzman. And there's the handoff to Rosenbrock, left side across the 20-yard line, and he lunges towards the 25. We'll give him close to 7 yards. They're going to say the official line of scrimmage was actually the 18. Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3 for the Bee Diggers, and that's the power football the Bee Diggers need to implement, Dave.
Yeah, all those ex-Digger football players out there. Was a 47 look, lead blocking on that defensive end. Platte Valley's out there in a 5-2. Sometimes they shift their or their strong safety in to make it look more like a 5-3.
Alexander's the receiver to the right. 2nd down and 3 from the 25-yard line. Handoff, Rosenbrock, stutter steps, takes it to the outside. A 1st down along the sideline to the 30. Still on his feet, and he's dragged down out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Give him the 41, a gain of 16, and a Brush Bee Digger 1st down.
Looked like he was going to try to run it off tackle, didn't it? But then he bounced it to the outside, and you can see the Platte Valley defensive end. He got spun around. He had to spin all the way around after some great blocking, and he just couldn't get out there to get the containment. Kyle showed what he can do with that speed.
1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers at their own 41-yard line. 7-0 Platte Valley, 6:24 to go in the opening quarter on homecoming night. Matos Garcia once again is under center. The backs are split. Gutierrez and Rosenbrock. Handoff. Gutierrez running right. He's got a hold towards the 45-yard line before he's upended over there by Platte Valley's Lorenzo Aguirre, a 5'5", 175-pound senior linebacker. Gain of about 3. 2nd down and a short 7.
Quick 24 dive over there, and now Brush is starting to assert themselves, and you can see Platte Valley's not taking as many chances blitzing people. They're starting to hang back, although their linebackers do step up in the hole and take on blockers right away.
2nd down and a short 7. Handoff on the left side, and Gutierrez that time has stood up. He's got, let's say, a yard, and barely a yard to the 45 as the hit was made over there by Anthony Barra, the aforementioned player that Dave talked about. 3rd down and 6 to go from the 45-yard line for the Bee Diggers, and certainly this is not 4-down territory for Brush, especially against an opponent like this. Again, the quarterback is Baby Matos Garcia. On 3rd and 6 from their own 45-yard line. The backs remain split. Platte Valley's coming on a blitz. Play action, rolling to his right, throwing, hit on the run, and it's incomplete out to his right. Intended for Gutierrez, thrown behind him at the Platte Valley 48. It's 4th and 6, and the Bee Diggers will have to punt.
Yeah, he got hit hard over here. The Platte Valley defensive end over here, number 4, Josh Dovenberger, he just put a shoulder pad right in Maltos's rib right after he let go of the ball, and well, that took some wind out of Arnaldo. It took him a minute to get up off the field.
And now Rosenbrock to punt, and Ryan Waite standing at his own 21-yard line.
I don't think those guys got him on a blitz. They were just defensive ends that weren't accounted for. A lot of extra guys there on the outside. We didn't have enough guys to block them.
Rosenbrock awaits a snap. Perfect one. Another flag is down. I wonder if that's another illegal procedure, and the ball is booted towards the sideline out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. Is it going to be the same penalty? Randy Dreitz is about 10 steps out into the field. He's not happy. And let's see exactly what this penalty is going to be. I have a feeling it's going to be against the Bee Diggers again. And that's why he's upset, because he thinks it's not a violation, but apparently the same official is calling the same penalty, and Coach Dreitz can't understand what it is. It is a legal procedure against Brush.
Coach Dreitz is out there on the field trying to get a clarification because I'm sure he wants to correct it so he doesn't keep getting penalized every time they punt the ball. I didn't see any motion, though. I didn't see it. I don't know if they're calling it on our blocking back that's back there because he sticks his hand over there in the middle because our guy that's back there to block, he sticks his hand over there acting like he's going to get the snap.
I don't know
if that's where they're calling that.
Unless there's not enough men on the line of scrimmage. That's another way they can call the penalty. But the Bee Diggers now will have a 4th and 11. It's going to be a re-punt here for Rosenbrock. Awaiting the snap, standing at his own 26-yard line. Again, a perfect snap. Here comes the rush. He gets it off, and that one is booted beautifully, if I can say that even once, and down by the Bee Diggers at about the 21-yard line. Down by Alec Peterson. An even better result because the previous one was at the 23. So the Bee Diggers now are back on defense, and that punt went for 40 yards. 1st and 10 for Platte Valley at their own 22-yard line. We'll call it the 21.
Yeah, the crowd here wanted Brush to have the ball because they thought the ball hit the Platte Valley kid, but I think he just narrowly missed it as the ball landed right by his feet.
Yeah, it didn't touch him, not that I saw from here. 1st and 10 for the Broncos at their own 21-yard line. Out of a shotgun, once again, is the quarterback, Daniel France. 7-0 Platte Valley. Waite in motion to the left. One-step drop, throws to his left. The pass is off the hands of Waite. And Alec Peterson was pretty close to the play, and Waite went airborne. He's not getting up. 2nd down and 10. And now he's assisted by one of his offensive linemen, Parker Jones. And Ryan Waite will run off the field under his own power.
I think that's one of those things when you land flat on your back and it knocks the wind out of you. But they brought him in motion all the way from the right side clear over to the left side, and I think the Diggers did a pretty good job. That's typical of Peterson being able to read a play like that.
2nd down and 10 for Platte Valley at their own 21-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Same formation out of a shotgun. Ryan Waite is the lone setback. The option left for the quarterback, France. He'll cut it back up the middle across the 20 to about the 23. Not much. Clay Shaver made the hit. And the gain is a couple. 3rd down and 8 to go for Platte Valley.
Yeah, it's nice to see Shaver out there on the field. Like I said, he kind of sprained his ankle a little bit this week in the homecoming festivities, so I was worried about seeing him out there.
3rd and 8 for the Broncos. 4:19 to go in the opening quarter. Platte Valley 7, Brush nothing, and a 13-yard run by Ryan Waite on their 2nd possession. This is Platte Valley's 3rd possession. More than likely a passing situation. Again in the shotgun with a running back to his right. 3-step drop for France. Pumps, throws to his right. The pass is caught underneath and a big hit. Short of a 1st down as the hit was made by Maltos Garcia. The pass was caught by Drew Neuerberg, and the gain is 4. It'll be 4th down and about 5 to go for Platte Valley.
They've completed 2 of 4. Maltos paid him back. Took that big hit earlier when he tried to throw the ball, and so he was able to put his shoulder pad right in that kid's guts.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. At his own 12 is the punter, France. He runs to his right, and he gets an end-over-end punt. Nico Guzman calls for the fair catch. He bobbles it, but has it at his own 37-yard line. That punt went for about 40 yards. And the Bee Diggers will have it right there. One of their better field position points of the game. Even though we're still in the first quarter, but Brush needs any momentum they get. They've got 1 first down so far.
Nico did a good job fielding that, didn't he? It was nice to see him catch the ball so it didn't roll down deeper.
1st and 10 for Brush at their own 37-yard line. Once again, Baby Maltos Garcia's under center. In the backfield are Gutierrez and Rosenbrock. There's the give right up the middle and a big hole across the 40, and still driving towards the 42 is Rosenbrock, and he's finally tackled after a gain of 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 to go. Getting up off the bottom of the pile is Matthew Hoffman, the junior defensive back, and that's what the Bee Diggers want. Take some time off the clock and not have that defense out there while Platte Valley runs that no-huddle offense.
Some good fakes in the backfield, too. Platte Valley really didn't know where the ball was at, falling for the 30 series.
Second down and 5 from their own 42-yard line. Rosenbrock is in a shotgun. Has the football, two-step drop, throws over the middle of the passes off the right hand of Nico Guzman, incomplete. He was open on that slant, but the ball was thrown behind him. 3rd and 5, and Rosenbrock had timing issues last week against Valley until that second half when he really found his game.
Yeah, that was kind of the same kind of pass he was throwing in the first half last week as well. But I'll tell you what, the offensive line and Brush doing a good job of giving him protection.
Third down and 5 from their own 42-yard line. This time, Matos Garcia is under center. Will this be some sort of handoff? It'll be a pitch right to Rosenbrock. Swings it to the outside of the 45. First down to the 50, still on his feet into Platte Valley territory at about the 46-yard line. Excellent play call and a gain of 12 for Kyle Rosenbrock and a B-Digger first down.
40 yards, 4 carries, and Brush did sort of a double shift there. You know, a lot of times you'll see him, come out of an I formation or maybe move a kid from, a blue formation to a red formation with their halfback from the left to the right. On that one, they took their fullback and their halfback and they shifted them from the left to the right. And I think that kind of froze Platte Valley since they were playing strength to the wrong side.
2.5 to go in the opening quarter. Platte Valley 7, Brush nothing. The B-Diggers have it 1st and 10 for the 46. There's the handoff and a big hole up the middle for Gutierrez. He drives inside the 40 to about the 37. Carrying defenders before the hit was made by McDaniel and also by Matthew Hoffman. And the gain is going to be 9, 2nd down and 1. And that opens up a bevy of possibilities for the B-Diggers.
Yeah, and guess what it sets up, that 30 series. A lot of play-action passes, but more importantly, get ready for that bootleg when they need it.
Your one-stop center for home improvement projects is Ackley Building Center, 1402 Mill Street in Brush. Your one-stop shop for flooring, paint, tools, appliances, and more. Ackley Building Center. 2nd down and 1 for Brush at the 37-yard line. Up Platte Valley, Rosenbrock at a shotgun, awaits the snap. 3-step drop, looking to his left, throws over the middle. The pass is caught. That's a first down. Cameron Alexander inside the 25 to the 24. It's a gain of 13 for the B-Diggers.
Boy, he did a good job catching the ball. It hit him right on the numbers, and he secured it. He knew he was going to get hit, and he had 2 hands on the ball.
This Brush offense has certainly made adjustments for their first 2 possessions. 1st and 10 at the Platte Valley 24, looking for the tying touchdown in the opening quarter with just over 1:15 to go. Rosenbrock again in the shotgun. From the 24, has the football, will take it right up the middle to the 20-yard line, and then is tackled from behind at the 19. That was McDaniel again, but not before a gain of 5 on the 6th play of the drive. 2nd down and 5. We're inside a minute to go.
Rosenbrock delivered a blow there on that tackle, too. McDaniel paid the price.
B-Diggers up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 5 from the Platte Valley 19. Baby is under center. Rosenbrock in the backfield along with Mikey Gutierrez. And there's the bootleg left for Matos Garcia. Looks for a block, has one, swings it along the left sideline. He does not have a first down, but he did get 2 yards to the 17 before he was run out on the near sideline. 3rd down and 3. He disguised that bootleg pretty well, but Platte Valley was very good as well with contain.
Well, they had some speed. Even that big kid, number 70, holy cow. That guy's 260 pounds.
Yeah, Anthony Ibarra.
He was right there chasing him out of bounds. Maltos did a good job of tiptoeing down the sideline.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to over-pursue sometimes when you're that big. You just have that containment there. 3rd down and 3 from the Platte Valley 17. Backs are split. Matos Garcia under center. Let's see if Rosenbrock gets the football. Nope, it's Gutierrez, and he's hit after a gain of 1, but then he backs to the 15. Good play there by Gutierrez as he drove his body towards that 15-yard line, and Drew Neuerberg was in on the hit. And that should be the final play of the opening quarter. It'll be a 4th down and 1 from the 15, and that is the last play. With the score, Platte Valley 7, Brush nothing. You're listening to 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Dave Urich back from B-Digger Stadium, 7-0 Platte Valley as we head to the second quarter. The B-Diggers face a 4th down and 1 at the Platte Valley 15-yard line. And, Dave, I know it could be fairly predictable that Kyle Rosenbrock's going to get the football here, but that's the number one option
Well, we've seen it over the years. You got to make sure that you're giving the ball to your horse, and he's the guy. But Mikey's been running some fullback out of that wing tee tonight. So, he ran that trap pretty effectively. That was his best play. It was an 8-yard gain. So, it could be Mikey if everybody's focusing on Kyle. But they're still doing that shift. It's that double shift with their fullback and their halfback. And I'm not sure if that isn't messing with Platte Valley as they try to determine what side is our strength.
Lining up along the left hash mark. 4th and 1 for Brush at the Platte Valley 15-yard line. Platte Valley scored on a 13-yard run by Ryan Waite. Maltos Garcia is under center. Peterson is in motion to the right. There's the give up the middle to Gutierrez, and he's got about a yard. Let's see if he's got the first down. Kyle Rosenbrock is signaling first down right at the stick. It's a gain of 1. Let's see if it's enough of 1 for the first down. I think they're going to have to bring out the sticks. The officials... Nope. They're going to give him a first down automatically. They say it's enough from their view, from that left hash mark, that is, to where the chains are. And the Bee Diggers continue the drive. Here comes the 10th play of the drive for Brush.
It's a good thing our lines are straight out there on the field, isn't it? If they were a little bit crooked, we might not have been able to get that first down. That's how close it was.
On 1st and 10 for the Platte Valley 14. Matos Garcia hands it off to Rosenbrock, running it wide to the right, looking for a block on the outside to about the 10-yard line, and then is driven out of bounds as Platte Valley pursued pretty nicely, but not before Rosenbrock gained 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 to go from the 10.
51 yards now for Kyle on 6 carries, and you can tell Platte Valley's worried about him. He had a good move there. He just dipped his shoulder inside and then was able to drive it back to the outside and pick up those extra yards.
I checked that. He got to the 5, so it'll be 2nd down and 1. I miscalculated here. 2nd down and 1, the gain of about 9, so it's at the 5. Matos Garcia under center, and now the Bee Diggers are going to call a timeout. That timeout brought to you by Greg Moen at State Farm Insurance. Let the State Farm Insurance office of Greg Moen and Brush help you find the best policy to fit your life. Home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. Give Greg Moen a call, 842-4555. So once again, the 9-yard gain by Rosenbrock makes it 2nd down and 1 at the 5-yard line. Yeah, he got a lot more than I thought because he had to run a long way just to get towards that sideline. And it didn't seem he gained that much yardage, but indeed he gained a lot more than 4, 5, 6 yards. It was close to 10.
Yep, it's a long ways from that far hash mark, and the whole time he was running, he was gaining ground.
So the Bee Diggers have it with 11:33 to go, 2nd quarter. Platte Valley leading 7-0. That's Brush's first time out in the opening half on homecoming night. We'll have the festivities, little play-by-play. We'll tell you who the homecoming king and queen are. And then we'll have this date in football history and Bee Digger football history coming up during the second part of our halftime show. Bee Diggers back up to the line of scrimmage, as are the Platte Valley Broncos. 2nd down and 1 to go from the Platte Valley 5.
Brush in that 300 formation. They've been riding out of that 300 and 400 formation all night.
The backs are split. Now they readjust in the backfield. Matos Garcia, pitch left to Rosenbrock. Swings it to the outside, a stiff arm to the 5. He goes for the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown for Rosenbrock from 5 yards away. And the Bee Diggers have made this a 1-point game, 7-6, 32 seconds into the 2nd quarter.
So they shifted their strength from the right side to the left side, which was where their slot and their wide receiver was. I think Platte Valley's not making the adjustment to that strength, and the coaches are taking advantage of that.
63-yard drive in 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Now the all-important extra point. This is not one of these games that you're blowing out the other team, or you expect to. Every point is huge. Off to hold a baby Matos Garcia. The snap a little bit high. The kick is up, and that kick is good. 11:28 to go, 2nd quarter. Brush 7, Platte Valley 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Another short kick by the Bee Diggers after the touchdown, and it's fielded at about the 6-yard line there by Easton Franick And Platte Valley has very good field position once again. The Bee Diggers have not given them really bad field position in this game. 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Again, I don't know if those are designed short kicks by Peterson, but it was very similar to the first one with a little bit more distance.
I think it's definitely designed. It looked like he tried to kick it right to where it went.
1st and 10 from the 36. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. France out of a shotgun with 1 setback. That's Ryan Waite, who has the football and hit by Joe Carwin as soon as he grabbed it. A loss back to the 30. Check it. The 29-yard line. Loss of about 3. 2nd down. And we'll call it about 13 to go. Original line of scrimmage was the 32. I'm having a little issue with the line of scrimmage tonight. I should know a little bit better. They haven't changed the dimensions of the football field. 2nd down, we'll call it 13 for the 29. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. France is 4 yards behind the center. McDaniels in motion to the right. 2-step drop, looks to his right, throws to his right. The pass is off the hands of the intended receiver over there. Tanner Fetzer just dropped. 3rd down and 13.
Peterson just about made a play on that. That's a dangerous pass, that sideline throw, and he stepped in front of it. He just about picked it off.
Yeah, he had very good position on that little bubble screen. 3rd down and 13 for the 29. Once again, this time, trips to the right. That's what we saw 2 plays ago. They might surprise Brush with a little handoff here to Waite. 3rd down and 13. Nope. Looking to throw, pumping, stepping up in the pocket is France, and he's going to be hit after breaking a tackle. He'll advance to the 35-yard line, but not much more. He'll pick up about 6 yards. And Randy Woodward and Kyle Rosenbrock to make the play. It'll be 4th down and about 7. Platte Valley will have to punt. Nice job by that Digger defense.
You betcha. We needed that. Now if we can go down there and punch it in, take time off the clock, we'll receive the ball in the second half. Let's make this a nice long drive.
And Daniel France to punt. Bee Diggers have 9 on the line of scrimmage, and he runs to his right, gets it off on that running punt, and that's going to bounce at the 38-yard line of Brush. Take a little bit of a Platte Valley roll to the 36, and the Bee Diggers have it at their own 36-yard line. With 10:07 to go in the second quarter, we are tied at 7. Ryan Waite with a 13-yard run for Platte Valley. Kyle Rosenbrock with a 5-yarder for Brush. Live in your world and learn in ours. For more information about Northeastern or classes available to you, go to njc.edu and make Stubbs Gas and Oil your next stop. Heading out of town during your visit, you can gas up your vehicle, sit down to lunch, get snacks, and your hunting and fishing licenses. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Everything you need at low prices. 1st and 10 for the 36. Rosenbrock is out of a shotgun. In motion to the right is Peterson. Peterson will not get the football. Handoff Gutierrez. He's hit after a loss of 1. Penetration there initially by Josh Dovenbarger. 2nd down and 11. And the Bee Diggers had all types of motion there, but Platte Valley was not fooled at all.
Now, back in the Greg Geno days, that was one of the plays that he ran really well. They'd run that fly and then turn around and give it to him on that quick draw. And, that didn't fool Platte Valley. They were right there waiting for him.
2nd down and 11 at their own 35-yard line. Alexander's the receiver to the left. Guzman to the right. Again, Kyle Rosenbrock is in that shotgun. Has the football. Back to throw. Throws over the middle of the passes right through the hands of Guzman. Wow. Looked like he tried to run before he caught that ball. And, Dave, that was one-on-one. He makes that catch. He might have gone the distance because he had the angle on the defender for Platte Valley, Derek Wirt.
Absolutely. And Brush lined up. They had both of their wide receivers within about 5 yards of the line of scrimmage on each side. So they definitely had that Platte Valley defense spread out. No free safety back there. You're right. He catches that ball, he's off to the races.
And Guzman might have the best hands on the team. And that was just one where he was looking at the end zone before he actually brought the ball in. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Under center's Rosenbrock. Now in a shotgun. 3rd down and 11 from the 35. 3-step drop. Rosenbrock looking, rolling to his right. Pressure coming, still rolling, still throwing deep over the middle. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Peterson at the 39-yard line. He airmailed it. It'll be 4th down and Brush will punt.
Had he run with it, he probably would have been close to getting the first down because the receivers over here, Guzman, he was clear down on their 35-yard line, and so was their corner, and so was their free safety with our other receiver, and there was nobody there to make the tackle if he'd have given himself permission to run with the ball.
So Rosenbrock to punt, Ryan Waite back to receive. And the B-Diggers used up less than a minute on that possession. Rosenbrock waiting at his own 21-yard line with the game deadlocked at 7. Perfect snap. It's off a spiraling punt, which will drop at the 38-yard line of Platte Valley, all the way down to the 33. So a pretty decent punt, about 32 yards. And at the 33 is where Platte Valley will have the football with just over 9 minutes to go, second quarter.
You can tell the field's wet and soft because when the football lands after a punt, it just stays there. It doesn't roll very far.
And it didn't even roll to the 33. It looked like it did from this vantage point, but they mark it at the 34. Corf Continental is your GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick sales and service provider. Pre-owned supercenters ready to serve you in Sterling, Yuma, Julesburg, Brush, and Fort Morgan. Out of the shotgun, 1st and 10 for the 34. France is going to keep it himself, run to his right. He's going to be nailed for a loss at the 33-yard line this time. Excellent penetration by Jose Rodriguez. Second down and 11 to go for Platte Valley. And just like Platte Valley's defense, the B-Diggers are staying in their lanes as well on those fakes.
Yep, they're not falling for it, and defenses are playing pretty solid. Brush was ready for it as France leaves the ball in the belly of his running back for quite a while as he makes his read.
2 receivers split each side. On second down and 11 from the 33. And there's the give on the left side to Wade. Breaks out of a tackle across the 35. And then he's down at the 36. Pick up 3 yards in a play. Tackled by the middle of the defensive line, anchored by Joe Carwin. Third down and 8 to go. Platte Valley up to the line of scrimmage.
Randy Woodward was there to slow him down that from his defensive end position over here on the right side. Right when he went to grab, Wade spun around and ran away from him. So that'll teach him to put a shoulder pad on his legs.
On 3rd and 8 from the 36. France looks at that wristband. On 3rd down. Long snap count here. 3-step drop, looks to his right, throws, and it passes right through the hands of Mikey Gutierrez. I don't think he had 6 with the pick, but he also has very good hands, being a third baseman in baseball, and he drops it. And he was more the intended receiver than whoever France was actually throwing to. It's 4th down, and Platte Valley will have to punt.
Yeah, it was like a defensive quick slant, wasn't it? I think Mikey might have been looking at the end zone as well. But Platte Valley's trying to throw those quick passes. You know, he drops back. He's looking to throw it already, and he's just not giving his receivers a lot of time to complete them.
Low snap and a line drive end over end. Takes a huge Platte Valley roll. Guzman picks it up at the 21, running to his left to the 25, and then he lunges to the 26 or 27-yard line. That ended up being a very nice punt there. 43 yards. And Guzman with about a 5 to 6 yard return, and the B-Diggers have it with 7:31 to go, second quarter. Deadlocked at 7.
He had to hurry. Rosenbrock almost blocked it. Good job to Guzman again fielding that punt. I just love to see it. That ball would have rolled a long ways down there.
Yeah, he fielded that like an infielder. Yeah, that would have probably gone all the way to at least the 10-yard line because it was rolling fast. That's the beauty of the end over end.
Yep.
You got a lot more momentum on the football. Under center is Arnoldo Maltos Garcia. 1st and 10 from the 27. Baby is going to roll to his right, looking to throw. Pressure coming, throws to his right. That's going to be incomplete. Holy mahungus. What a break the B-Diggers got. That should have been intercepted at the 48-yard line of Platte Valley by Derek Wirt. That was a lot easier to intercept than the one that went through Gutierrez's hands. 2nd down and 10. And both teams have gotten away with potential turnovers.
Yeah, to illustrate how easy an interception that should have been, it was one of those where he had his arms out, both palms up, and it hit him right in his forearms. It landed right in his belly.
There's no wind, there's no moisture. It's a little bit cool out there, but The Bee Diggers get a huge break. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. 2nd down and 10 from their own 27. More than likely a handoff, a pitch right to Gutierrez, swings it to the 30-yard line, back to the outside, across the 35 to about the 37. Ryan Waite made the tackle. That's going to be close to a first down. I think he's got it from here because that's a, wow, looks like this field is almost uneven. I mean, look where the ball's being spotted by the official. Well, they'll give him 9 yards, but I think that's a pretty bad spot, Dave.
Yeah, I thought he had the first down there, but Brush just running that quick pitch out of their wing tee and basically just running power at him, not trying to trick him much, just attacking the corners and having some good luck.
3rd and 1 from their own 36-yard line. Hopefully just a simple yard here. Handoff Rosenbrock. Check that. That's Gutierrez across the middle of the 40 to the 45. First down to about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11. Matthew Hoffman made the tackle. And now the Bee Diggers are playing their brand of football.
Yep, just playing some smash mouth, getting right after him, trying to take the wind and the spirit out of this Bronco defense.
6:38 to go, second quarter. Brush 7, Platte Valley 7. The Bee Diggers are still on their own side of the field, but it picked up a couple of first downs. On first down, that is. There's the handoff to Rosenbrock off left tackle, and he backs his way across the 50 to the 49 for a gain of 4. The tackle was made over there by Platte Valley's Lorenzo Aguirre, a 5'5", 175-pound senior linebacker. 2nd down and 6 to go for Brush. And now they're chewing up a little bit of time on this drive, but you need a lot more because the Bee Diggers will receive the second half kickoff. On 2nd down and 6 from the Platte Valley 49. Maltos Garcia hands it off on the counter to Gutierrez, cuts it back to the middle, then slips at the 45-yard line. He had daylight in the secondary, still picked up 4 yards, and baby Maltos Garcia is down. He is down. I think he got hit by a Platte Valley defender. I hope that was the case, and he's just got a Charlie horse because he's writhing in pain back at his own 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2, and this changes everything for Brush. If he's hurt seriously, he cannot continue in this game because that means that Rosenbrock will have to quarterback the remainder of the game, and that's almost eliminating a good portion of your offense.
Yep, they like to slip back and forth between that spread and the wing tee, so you're right, that makes it tough, but he's already up off the field and walking it off, and they ran that 30 series where they faked the trap, they faked the off but they ran the off tackle that time, and he's faking the boot, and as soon as he turned around, the Platte Valley defensive end just clocked him.
I think he might have twisted his ankle a little bit, but he's tough. So it's 3rd down and 2 to go for Brush at the Platte Valley 45-yard line. Yep, it is a Charlie horse. Yeah, his thigh, so it's not his ankle. Yeah, they're working on that left thigh, stretching it out, and Rosenbrock obviously will be under center. We'll see if he operates under center or in the shotgun, more than likely in the shotgun, because I think Rosenbrock's gone directly under center maybe 2 or 3 times this season.
They're going to have to really hustle. It's taken them a while to get up to the line and run the play.
Well, he is under center. On 3rd down and 2 from the Platte Valley 45, handoff. Gutierrez running off left tackle. He's not going to get the first down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 1. And along that far side, in on the hit was Josh Dovenberger. 4th down and 1 to go. I think this is where you need Maltos Garcia back in the game, so you can give it to Rosenbrock if that's the case. But he's going to stay on the sidelines, and like I said, Mikey G's been running extremely well.
You got Rosenbrock under center, a little goose and go.
Yeah, he might just keep
snap,
it here.
Just get up there and tap the center and go forward.
4th and 1 at the Platte Valley 44-yard line. Rosenbrock, quarterback sneak, first down at the 35-yard line, down to the 20, nobody in front of him, touchdown! Rosenbrock and a quarterback keeper goes 44 yards, and the Bee Diggers now lead by a score of 13-7.
Yep, just that goose and go, and that's what happened. I don't think Platte Valley was ready. They were expecting a cadence. They didn't get one, and nobody bothered to tackle him when he ran off with the ball.
Dave, I have never seen a touchdown like that on that play from that distance. Normally it's about a 5-yard gain at most.
Yeah, you just hope for a yard, you know.
Yeah.
You're just hoping for a yard.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Now the extra point to be attempted by Jaron Peterson. That is up, and that is a beauty from here. And it is no good. It's off to the left. Just off to the left. 4:42 to go, second quarter. Brush 13, Platte Valley 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Another one of those pooch kicks by Peterson. Caught at the 38, advanced to the 42 by Easton Franick. The Bee Diggers lead 13-7 after a 44-yard run by Kyle Rosenbrock and a quarterback keeper on 4th and 1. The extra point was no good. Well, the football will officially be marked at the 41-yard line with 4:39 to go before the break. 1st and 10, Franick. Check that, France in the shotgun. And he will keep the football running right. A stiff arm to the 45, still on his feet, into the secondary. First down across the 50 to the 46. The gain of 14 yards. I'll give him the 45. 1st and 10 for Platte Valley.
It's a pretty good fake there. Everybody thought that Wade had the ball, and he sure didn't. Brush was faking a blitz over there with Peterson. He came up on that side like he was going to do a safety blitz, and then he backed off into his coverage.
1st and 10 for Platte Valley at the Brush 45. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. After the gain of 14 yards officially. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper running to his right. He's got a big hole across the 30, up to the 20, along the right sideline, back to the right to the 10, 5. He's gone. Touchdown for France, and there's a flag down. Looked like after he crossed the goal line. 45-yard touchdown run. Let's see if it stays. A hold against Platte Valley. Wow, Dave, that flag was thrown after he crossed the goal line, unless he had trouble getting it out of his back pocket.
That had to be what it was, and you got to believe the Platte Valley coaches are livid over that after he had just scored. But, you know, they got to mark that off from the spot, and that's going to hurt.
Dave, if that penalty was committed at the time the official threw the flag, that is one of the worst penalties I've ever seen, because France was about 35 to 40 yards in front of that penalty flag.
Yeah,
at the time it was thrown.
Yeah, that was terrible, and it was thrown deep in the backfield, so I don't even know if it was undoubtedly it wasn't a hold that needed to happen.
1st and 20 from their own 45. The Bee Diggers get their second big break of this game. In a shotgun is France. He has the football. He will keep it right up the middle, and he drives to about the 50 before he's tackled by Jose Rodriguez. 2nd down and 15 to go, just shy of the 50.
Again, leaving that ball in Wade's belly for quite a while before he decides to keep it. We saw that happen last night in that Oregon game, you know. Arizona had that turnover because they were trying to wait till the very last second to finish making the read.
The Bee Diggers got to be disciplined here, and he'll take off with the football again. France will, running to his right, breaks out of 2 tackles. He's got a first down all the way towards the 30. Oh, the Bee Diggers are not tackling well on this particular drive. It's a gain of 20 for Daniel France, and Platte Valley makes that 1st and 20 into a 1st and 10, just 2 plays into that exchange.
Yeah, 53 yards now for him on 7 carries. You know, there was nothing fancy about that. He's back there in the shotgun, they snap him the ball, and he just runs over to the right tackle.
Yeah, no deception whatsoever. And we still have 3:31 to go in the second quarter with Brush leading 13-7. Kyle Rosenbrock with touchdown runs of 5 and 44, but a huge missed extra point after their second touchdown. And Platte Valley is looking for the tying score and the go-ahead extra point. From the Bee Digger 30, this will be a handoff to McDaniel. He's hit at the 30-yard line by none other than Kyle Rosenbrock. Perfect form tackle. 2nd down. And, we'll call it 10. He got maybe half a yard.
Yeah, nothing tricky there. The only thing different is they had 2 backs in the backfield there with their quarterback, France, and he just turned and handed it off to McDaniel, who was playing deep.
And Platte Valley has all 3 timeouts. France this time will hand it off on the left side. There's a hole across the 25 to the 20 for McDaniel. And close to a first down. fact, he's inside the 20 up to the 15. He got a big one there, gain of 15 yards for Colt McDaniel.
That was the same play. They ran it to the right side, got one, run it to the left side, pick up 15, and the Diggers were just caught sleeping there.
From the 15-yard line, 1st and 10, and Platte Valley's got, as I mentioned, all 3 timeouts remaining. That's not going to be a factor here with 2:25 to go and only 15 yards to gain. Brush could certainly use a turnover. France in that shotgun. Motions towards one of his running backs. And there is the give on the right side, and looks like nothing there for Nuremberg. Held up by Carwin at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 to go. There was a few of those Broncos running in 3 different directions, but Nuremberg had the football, and the Beat Diggers read it perfectly as we are under 1:50 to go. Yeah, Platte Valley's in a very good position now, not only on the field, but with time. On 2nd down, out of a shotgun once again, is Daniel France. Has the football, and he will hand it off to Waite, running it to the right, and he's going to be tackled by Peterson for a loss. Peterson just held him up at the 18-yard line, losing 3 yards, and Platte Valley might have to take a timeout with 1:18 to go because they face a 3rd down and 13 yards. They get up to the line of scrimmage, but then they look over towards the sideline to make sure that the play they're running is the correct one.
Yeah, it's like the coach looks to see what our defensive formation is and see where our guys are, and then he makes the final play. Peterson did a good job because he broke down. He just held his ground. He didn't run around. He waited for a Waite to make his move and then tackled him.
This will be a huge stop from the 18. 3rd and 13. And we have got a timeout. The Beat Diggers call their 2nd timeout here in the opening half, brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. Home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. 842-4555. This, Dave, could be the biggest play of the first half besides that 4th and 1 44-yard touchdown run by Rosenbrock.
Yep, they really need to pick up the 13 yards, but keep in mind their kicker can kick.
He's good. Felipe Perez, he can boot that football.
So with our mistake on our extra point, these 3 points could be huge in the game if they decide to go that route, and I'm sure he can kick it from that far. His PAT, he put it clear out on the track.
And I figured that with these quarterbacks in their arms, the passing game would be a little bit more prevalent, but it really hasn't been.
Nah, it seems like right when they needed to collect themselves and get some offense established, they just started running the ball. And, and neither one of them, like Rosenbrock with that goose and go, what was tricky about that? France with those big runs with his quarterback keepers, there was nothing tricky there either.
3rd and 13 from the 18, and looking to throw towards the middle and knocked down. Batted down by the Beat Diggers on that slant of the middle thrown by France. I'm not sure who the intended receiver was, but it'll be 4th down. Is that a flag in the – nope. Yeah, I think I see a flag in the secondary. Ineligible man downfield against Platte Valley, and that's why that flag was on the Beat Diggers side of the field. The Beat Diggers will obviously decline it. Well, do they go for the field goal? It would be about a 35-yarder.
They're not putting a T on the field. All the offensive players are looking to the sideline. You see they got cards over there that they hold up. See that? The signs are like posters over there. They hold them up. All the players look at the poster, and then they know what the formation and the play is.
47.1 seconds to go before the half. 4th and 13 from the 18. France, play action, pumping, rolling to his right. Off his back foot, still rolling, throwing towards the sideline. The pass, I believe, is caught, but well short of a 1st down at the 10-yard line. And that was caught along that far sideline over there by Parker Gilliland. Let's see exactly where they're going to mark it. Might have been the 11. Yeah, gain of 7. But the Beat Diggers take over on downs. Dave, I don't think you can take a chance here with 39.5 seconds to go. Platte Valley does have all 3 timeouts, but if you're Brush, you receive the second half kickoff, and you are up by 6 points.
Goose and go.
Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's the way to go. Make it simple. Although this time, Platte Valley has got Matthew Hoffman in that secondary in case the Bee Diggers decide to do that. But Matos Garcia is the quarterback this time. Oh, yeah, they're like in victory formation. He'll take a knee. I mean, Platte Valley has the option to stop it here. So Matos Garcia takes a knee. It's officially a loss of 1 back to the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 11. One more knee will get us to the half, and this is the right move by the Bee Diggers. They take another knee. And that'll be it. The Bee Diggers trailed 7-0 after 1 quarter, but they have a 13-7 lead at halftime. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the homecoming festivities. The homecoming king and queen to be announced. Brush 13, Platte Valley 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Dave Urich back from Bee Digger Stadium on homecoming night. Ashley Stratman is the homecoming queen. Kyle Rosenbrock is the homecoming king. The Bee Diggers lead the Platte Valley Broncos 13-7. Kyle Rosenbrock with touchdown runs of 5 and 44 yards. Ryan Waite with a 13-yarder. And we got clarification that 2 officials saw differently. One saw a fumble, but the one on the actual goal line ruled that Waite had crossed the goal line before the fumble. But Dave, I tell you, that missed extra point is critical. Let's hope it's not critical. We'll find out if Platte Valley happens to score.
Yep, we've just had so much bad luck with that over the years. And I'm thinking about those near picks, how things could have been different. Peterson's able to come up with that one on the brush side line, or on the brush side of things, and then the kid from Platte Valley who was at that Derek Wirt, he almost picked that other one off over here on this side. Things could have been a lot different. And
Daniel France had a 45-yard touchdown run nullified by a holding penalty, which took place well behind him. I mean, it was a fluke penalty.
And almost in the exact same spot on the field where last night at the end of the game, Platte Valley had a run all the way to the end zone that was called back on a holding penalty as well. So that's a bad spot for them.
The Bee Diggers will receive the third quarter kickoff. Accidents and illness can strike any time, day and night, and when they do, every second counts. As a Level 3 trauma center, Colorado Plains Medical Center can handle any type of emergency. Colorado Plains Medical Center, where expertise matters. Nico Guzman is back deep to receive.
Nico's done a great job this year receiving kickoffs and punts. And, when he catches the ball, a lot of times he doesn't just explode forward. He sets blocks up, and a lot of times he's able to snake his way through for extra yards.
Felipe Perez will kick it off for Platte Valley, which must be very good on special teams if the Bee Diggers are kicking off short every time they do kick off, which has been 3 times in this game. 1 to start the game and 2 after their touchdowns.
Well, we're used to giving the ball to the other teams the ball around the 30, 35, so if they can get it down there and teams will take it there, we'll love it.
Line drive fielded by Coronado at the 21. Following a blocker running to the left to the 30-yard line. He's got daylight to the 40-yard line. On the outside, a stiff arm to about the 50. What a play by Zeke Coronado. 29-yard return to midfield. How about that for Brush to start the second half?
He's got some wheels. He took off running over here to the Brush sideline, and he got all that pursuit headed that way and changed directions and just outran everybody to the corner and turned it upfield.
Platte Valley did not expect that. Coronado, he looked like Guzman there.
He did, and just a lot of speed. We've seen that. He's had a big touchdown reception this year himself.
1st and 10 from midfield. The Bee Diggers have cut the field in half, leading 13-7. Kyle Rosenbrock is under center. Conrad Cole and Mikey Gutierrez are in the backfield. Rosenbrock will pitch it right to Conrad Cole, and he's going to be shirt-tailed and thrown backwards. He's going to lose yardage back to the 45-yard line. Way too much penetration there by Parker Jones. It'll be 2nd down and 15 to go. That play was a bust for Brush.
Yep, lined up in that 400 formation and tried to run the quick pitch like we did in the first half over here to the slot side, and it just didn't pay off as McDaniel, just a lot bigger than Conrad. He's got him by about 30, 40 pounds, and Conrad couldn't break the tackle.
On 2nd down and 5 for the Bead Diggers. Check that, 15 on their own side of the field at the 45. Now Rosenbrock in a shotgun. There's some confusion. Players are lining up all over the place. You don't want to call a timeout this early. Now they're realigning. Rosenbrock is under center. And Rosenbrock is back to throw, setting up, throwing along the sideline. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Guzman at the 42 of Platte Valley. A little bit underthrown and off to the middle of the field as Guzman was along the sideline. Lots of confusion there. Didn't look crisp. 3rd down and 15.
Yep, they started off in 300 and they changed it over to 400 formation, and it's causing some frustration out there as you see a couple of the players letting Coach Dreitz know.
Aaron Williams is out, and so is Conrad Cole as a couple of other Bead Diggers check in. Oh, that great field position. You don't want to waste this. Maybe a quarterback draw or something like that. Let those defenders come on in, and Rosenbrock can take off. He's out of the shotgun. 3rd and 15 for the 45. Back to throw Rosenbrock. Deep over the middle. The pass is caught! Right over the middle by Coronado. 1st down along the 20. He's got the left sideline to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Zeke Coronado! Holy mahungus! 55 yards from Rosenbrock to Coronado. And Brush now leads 19-7.
Just a post pattern from this left side. He's just wide open. It's like you were saying earlier in the game. They don't have a free safety there. They had everybody spread out all over the place, and Rosenbrock just hit him on the money, and Coronado just showed his speed. And he has those little moves, he kind of jives inside and then takes it back outside, and he does that at full speed, and he did it twice on his way down the sideline.
Oh, Dave, maybe the passing game is resurrected here in the 3rd quarter, hopefully just for one team. Now the Bead Diggers will be going for 2. Under center is Rosenbrock. Williams in motion to the right. Rosenbrock back to throw, looking to his left. Wide open, caught by Peterson. And the 2-point conversion is good. 10:41 to go, 3rd quarter. Brush 21, Platte Valley 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. There's another pooch. It's caught at the 30-yard line along the left sideline to the 40, across the 40 towards the 45 as 3 or 4 Bead Diggers have got to hold up Easton Frantic. But the Bead Diggers now lead 21-7. 55-yard pass on 3rd and 15 from Rosenbrock to Zeke Coronado. 2-point conversion pass from Rosenbrock to Peterson is good. 50-yard drive in 69 seconds. And now Platte Valley's got to go to work down by 14 at their own 45-yard line, but still plenty of time to go. 10:33 to go in the 3rd quarter.
We'll see what kind of composure they have. They're going to come out and throw the ball like crazy or go back to their running game that was so effective there in the 2nd quarter.
France out of the shotgun on 1st and 10. Will hand it off to Waite, sweeping it to the right, stopping, cutting it back, and he's down. Clay Shaver would not stop. He just kept going right at the ball carrier, Waite, and he loses 2 yards. It is 2nd down and 12. Platte Valley has it at their own 43-yard line.
He's got to be playing in some pain out there. Clay was, the kid was trying to outrun him to the corner, but Clay didn't give up a yard. Finally, the kid stepped on the brakes and tried to cut it back, but Shaver was able to corral him.
On 2nd down, low snap, looking to his right, throws along the sideline, pass is caught, 1st down, across the 45 to the 41. And that is caught over there by Parker Gilliland. See if they backtrack that football. No, a gain of 16. 1st and 10 for Platte Valley. First score of the game by the Bead Diggers was Kyle Rosenbrock's 5-yard run, brought to you by MMI International. When buying a mixer or feeder truck, compare the MMI design, craftsmanship, and service. 842-5161, MMI International for the Bead Digger 41. France in a shotgun will keep the football. Stutter step to his right, along the sideline, across the 40, still on his feet, breaking tackles inside the 35 towards the 31. Looks like another 1st down for Platte Valley, and they're not wasting any time trying to get back into the game. It'll be a gain of 10 as Mikey Gutierrez runs him out of bounds.
Everybody at home, if you could just imagine, he's back there, he fakes the handoff to Wade, he leaves it in his belly for quite a while, and And then when he pulls it out and starts running with the ball, the Diggers are really confused. They don't know who has it. And that's just some really good fakes back there.
From the 30, and he's going to take off with the football again, but that time he's tackled around the ankles by Shaver after a 1-yard gain to the 29. It'll be 2nd down and 9 to go for Platte Valley right up to the line of scrimmage. 9:17 to go, third quarter. Brush 21, Platte Valley 7. The Bee Diggers have scored 21 unanswered points on homecoming night. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And again, now taking their time getting that play in. France is in that shotgun. He's been their best runner today. 2-step drop, still looking, rolling to his right, gets around a Bee Digger defender. Shaver cannot make the tackle, running along the sideline, and then he's pushed out of bounds by Carwin inside the 30-yard line towards the 25. That would be a gain of 4. 3rd down and 5 to go for Platte Valley, and obviously 4-down territory considering where they have the football.
Yeah, you mentioned his running. He's got 68 yards now on 10 carries, so a pretty fine average for him. That time, he actually tried to throw the ball, but the Diggers had so much pressure on him. I thought he was out of bounds, but he did a pretty good job of tiptoeing down the sideline over there. 3rd
down and 5 along that right hash mark on the 25, and this will be a handoff right up the middle and close to a 1st down, I believe, is Waite. And they had him at the 23-yard line. He kept going. And he's right at the stick. Mikey Gutierrez made the tackle. A gain of 4. 4th and less than a yard to go. They're still operating out of the shotgun. Well, I guess they figure that France, with that momentum, if he can just run hard, if he takes off with the football, he'll pick up the 1st down. He'll run to his right into the line. That is a 1st down, as he bowls his way inside the 20 to about the 19, maybe the 18. And it's a gain of 2 to the 19. 8th play of the drive coming up for Platte Valley.
They like to run it to the right. Very seldom do they come to this side of the field. They like to keep it over there where this Digger coaching staff can't see what's going on.
From the 19, 1st and 10, and there is a flag. And that's going to be a legal procedure more than likely against Platte Valley. No, illegal substitution against Platte Valley. Dave, this game has been pretty much penalty-free. We had a huge penalty against Platte Valley that nullified a touchdown. That was a huge one.
This was pretty big, too. They're marching it down there and put it back to the 1st and 15. That's got to help.
1st and 15, just outside the Brush 23-yard line. Bee Diggers had a very nice stop earlier in this game when Platte Valley was deep in Brush territory. France in a shotgun, 2-step drop, throws to his right. The pass is caught underneath. Or was it dropped? Oh, it was dropped right in the hands. Looked like of Gilliland, and then he just dropped it. Oh, check that. It might have been John Spinagle. Either way, it's 2nd down and 15 to go, just outside the Brush 23-yard line.
Again, just a real quick hitter, almost throwing the ball before he turns around.
They keep doing those. The Bee Diggers are going to read them and pick off a pass on 2nd and 15. France is going to option left. He'll pitch that ball away, cuts it back, and he slips at the 21. There's a late flag, a very late flag. Be a gain of about 2. Is this another hold? Personal foul. Platte Valley. And I wonder if that's a post-play foul. Hey, that's a huge penalty. They are killing themselves with a couple of key penalties, one in the first half and one here.
Yeah, and that happened clear away from the play. It was almost on the Platte Valley. It was halfway to the Platte Valley sideline. Wide receiver just had a little extracurricular activity going on after the whistle had blown.
Well, we'll give White 3 yards, and now the step-off will place the football at the 35. It should be. Now, shouldn't it be 3rd down? That's the issue. Is it going to be 3rd down because it was after the play? Because they're giving him the yardage, so it should be a 3rd down.
Yep, they haven't changed the box yet, though.
It should be 3rd and 27. The play did count. It didn't nullify the play.
Huh.
Now 3rd down and 27 to go. But nope, apparently it's still 2nd down. I don't get that because the play did count. In motion to the left is Wade. Quick drop. Pumping is France. Stepping up deep up the right side. That pass is going to be... Is it caught? I don't believe that! In the back of the end zone, touchdown! A B-Digger defender was out there. But it was caught for a 35-yard touchdown by Matthew Hoffman. I don't know how that ball got in there, but Platte Valley is back in the game. It's 21-13.
It was really a perfect pass, and we actually had great coverage over there. Holy cow, we were step for step with the kid, but it just went right past our hand and right into Hoffman's 2 hands for the touchdown.
That is incredible. That has changed the game. Felipe Perez attempts the extra point. That's good. 7:16 to go, 3rd quarter. It's a brand new ball game. Brush 21, Platte Valley 14 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Nico Guzman has the ensuing kickoff at the 9, running to his left across the 15 to the 20, along the sideline to the 30, back to the inside to the 32-yard line, a return of 23 yards. Platte Valley just finished off a 10-play, 55-yard drive in 3 minutes and 17 seconds. 35-yard pass on 2nd and 27. And now Brush will have to counter. Matthew Hoffman caught the pass there from Daniel Franson. Dave, we know that one hurts.
I just hope we have a nice sustained drive here and take some time off the clock, because you can tell Platte Valley can score in a hurry. They have a good passing attack. Boy, they got their defense up here. Everybody's up there within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage between the tackles.
Under center's Matos Garcia. There's a flag, or is it a timeout? Timeout, Platte Valley. Let's take it with them. 7:08 to go, 3rd quarter. Brush 21, Platte Valley 14 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.
Holy cow.
All right, I guess we'll keep it right here. As the B-Diggers hold the lead 21-14 after Platte Valley called a timeout.
I think they had to, because they didn't have any, the Diggers kind of lined up in some power. And, boy, they had everybody, I'm telling you, within 4 or 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and they were basically in between our tight ends and our slot. So they were ready to come up there and stop that run, and they better be ready for an 81 dump here in a minute, because the Diggers are going to be able to go right down the field on them.
1st and 10 for the B-Diggers at their own 32. Under center's Matos Garcia. There's the pitch left to Gutierrez along the sideline to the 40-yard line, and he's tackled just in front of the Platte Valley bench after a gain of close to 7. Ryan Waite made the hit. But that play has worked most of the night. And we'll call that a gain, of about 8 yards, 2nd down and a long 2 for the B-Diggers.
45 yards for Mikey now on 13 carries as the ball's over there on that hash mark, and they run that quick pitch to the short side of the field. But he did a good job with his power of breaking some tackles.
2nd down and 2 to go from the 40-yard line. Nearly midway through the 3rd quarter. Brush 21, Platte Valley 14. The B-Diggers led by as many as 14. Under center's Rosenbrock. And he's going to bootleg it to the right. He's got plenty of running room. Cuts it back to the 45-yard line. Along the sideline, tackled across the 50 to about the 47-yard line. Another big run by Rosenbrock as Grant McCullough made the hit. But it's a gain of 13 yards and a Brush 1st down.
121 yards for Rosenbrock. They had a chance to tackle him there close to the line of scrimmage. But he had some good blocking, and then he just broke tackles. Guys run in there and try to arm tackle him. He's just not going to go down like that.
1st and 10 for the B-Diggers at the Platte Valley 47-yard line. You're right, Dave. They need a long, sustained drive, and that'll take the wind out of the sails of the Broncos. Matos Garcia is under center. On first down, handoff Gutierrez up the middle, big hole across the 40 to the 35. Gutierrez still on his feet, and he drives all the way down inside the 25-yard line, maybe just outside it to the 26. A big hole for Mikey G. It's a gain of 21 and a Brush first down.
66 yards, not anything fancy, just running right at him with that wing tee and trying to break the back in the spirit of this Bronco defense.
Well, let's talk about that offensive line as well, because that was not a small hole he ran through.
Oh, he's over there behind Randy Woodward, and I believe that's Jose Rodriguez over here in that right guard position, and they're just having their way.
First and 10 at the Platte Valley 26-yard line. Baby's under center, turns, hands it off to Rosenbrock, right up the middle, across the 25, still on his feet to the 15-yard line, trying to out-muscle a defender inside the 10. It's a first and goal. Rosenbrock running hard and not brought down until he got inside the 5, maybe to about the 1 or the 2. Man, you can't stop that guy. A gain of 25 for Rosenbrock, first and goal for Brush. He nearly went the distance.
146 yards now, and again, you were talking about offensive line play. That time it was a pull by Jose Rodriguez, the right guard. He came over here and made a trap. Ran right there between Rodriguez and Eligio Barraza.
Kyle Rosenbrock has scored twice tonight. First and goal from the 1. Peterson is in motion to the right, quarterback sneak. Matos Garcia did not get in. He had forward momentum, but there's no touchdown signaled. Down at the goal, it looked like he was able to push forward, but they did not give him the touchdown.
Yeah, I thought he had it. I think most of the diggers thought he had it, but Platte Valley did a good job of playing the game and kept driving him backwards. So
good job of holding onto the football. They try to strip it down near the goal line, knowing that's the only chance that they'll have. Second down and goal inside the 1. 4:15 to go in the third. The Bee Diggers lead by a touchdown. Matos Garcia once again is under center. On second and goal, he'll hand it off to Rosenbrock, and he runs right into the line, and he is in. Touchdown. Touchdown for Rosenbrock. A late signal, but he scores for the third time in the game to go along with a touchdown pass, and the Bee Diggers lead 27-14.
147 yards on the ground and 215 yards total offense tonight for him, including the passing. And Brush went ahead and they did that shift again where they both backs shifted at the same time and moved over. And instead of having an ISO, they just handed it to the first guy right through the hole there between Woodward and Rodriguez.
All right, let's nail this extra point. Awaiting the snap, it's down. The kick is up, and that is good. 3:55 to go, third quarter. It is Brush 28, Platte Valley 14 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 28-14, Brush in the lead, and that one is squared by Peterson, and it bounces to Franek at the 23, stutter stepping to the 25, runs to his right, and then he's going to be grabbed around the waist and thrown down. And we've got a fight near the 35-yard line. Bee Diggers got to watch out. We don't want this to get ugly, as the play was made out there by a couple of Bee Diggers, including Zeke Coronado. So Platte Valley will have the ball just across the 25. And, Dave, we could see a complete control of the game if the Bee Diggers hold the Broncos, which they could not do on Platte Valley's previous possession.
Right. You can see some frustration out there. That extracurricular activity you were talking about was a kid getting after Barraza a little bit. And I'm proud of Cookie that he didn't just back down and let the kid push him around. But at the same time, I'm glad that his teammates were smart enough to remind him, hey, man, we can't afford a 15-yard penalty. Because the second guy is always the one that gets it.
No doubt about that. First and 10 from the 26. There's the give to Waite right up the middle. He stood up but backs his way for about a yard to the 27. Mikey Gutierrez and Joe Carwin, make the play. It'll be second down and 9 to go for Platte Valley.
Wade has 25 yards on 10 carries. Brush doing a good job of shutting him down.
on 2nd down and 9 from the 27.
Notice Platte Valley still using those posters over there. Boy, they look like fancy laminated things too. But that's how they send the plays in.
Yeah. 2 receivers split each side. There was movement by Ryan Waite, and that's going to back up the Broncos 5 yards. That'll be 2nd down and 14 from the 22-yard line. And now Platte Valley is shooting themselves in the foot a bit, but they did bail themselves out of a 2nd and 27 on a 35-yard touchdown pass from France to Matthew Hoffman. So the Bee Diggers have got to be aware that they're certainly not in the driver's seat right now, even with a 14-point cushion. On 2nd down and 14, fake, throw out to the right. The pass is caught, breaking tackles into the secondary. First down across the 35 to about the 37 is Tanner Fetzer. Wow. And that is a gain of 15 yards.
Just a nice play. It was almost a pick play, wasn't it? They threw it to their second receiver out there while the other guy just ran upfield a couple of yards and kind of shielded or kept Cameron Alexander away.
1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Again, 2 receivers are split to each side. And a shotgun is Daniel France. He has the football. He'll keep it himself, stutter step, and he's going to be hit by Rosenbrock after maybe a gain of 1 as Rosenbrock throws him back at the 38-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9. And by the time the next play commences, we'll be under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
I'll tell you what, the defense is doing a good job shutting down this running game.
On 2nd down and 9 at the 38-yard line, Platte Valley's on their own side of the field. France out of that shotgun. As the football, play action, looking to throw out to his right. The pass is caught along the right flat by Waite, and he's tackled from behind. I believe that's Gutierrez across the 40 towards the 44. No, Matos Garcia actually made the play, but that's a pretty decent gain of 6 yards there. Sets up a 3rd down and about 3.
113 yards passing now, and he's used 6 different receivers.
On 3rd down and 3 from the 44. Big play for Platte Valley. He's going to take off with the football. Francis is hit at the 45, and then he stretches the football out for a 1st down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. The Bee Diggers nearly had him, but France knew where the sticks were, and he picked up the 1st.
And he uses his length, doesn't he? He reaches out there and reaches out with the ball.
A bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple, Morgan Federal Bank. Open Monday through Friday, 321 Ensign in Fort Morgan. Morgan Federal Bank. There is a difference. 1st and 10 from their own 48. Bee Diggers call a timeout, brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance, Home Auto Life and Health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family, 842-4555. And, Dave, I believe they called that timeout because they were a player short.
Yep, they had to call a timeout just to get a linebacker out there. That's what happens when teams run that hurry-up offense like that. You don't have enough time to rotate guys in the game, and things get confusing.
Well, hopefully those Bee Diggers won't need a timeout because they've got a 2-touchdown lead right now. Normally the team that's behind needs all their timeouts. But it's a good time to slow the pace of the game down because the Bee Diggers like to shorten the game by slowing it down. Platte Valley likes to extend the game by running those plays as quickly as possible.
Their passing attack's impressive, the way they just take the snap and then throw it right away. It doesn't give our corners enough time to really relax on those short passes. 1st
and 10 from the 48. France in a shotgun will keep the football, run to his right, hit at the 49, still driving at the 50-yard line, and stood up right there and finally thrown back. Boy, he was thrown back very late, but not after the whistle. Gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 to go, just beyond midfield.
79 yards now and 14 carries for him. And, again, they just keep running to the right side. They don't let the coaching staff over here see anything. And they keep it over there close to where they can pay attention to what their players are doing.
Under 1 minute to go in the third. 2nd down and 8 from midfield. 3-step drop for France. Stepping up. Here comes the pressure. Runs out of the pressure. To his right along the sideline. Spinning across the 45. Then he's hit hard by Rosenbrock at the 44. Picked up 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 2. He didn't see Rosenbrock, and Rosenbrock delivered a lick.
That was one of the best hits we've seen in a while. I'll tell you what, he just flew in there so fast and put his shoulder pad on him.
This more than likely will be the final play of the third quarter. 3rd down and 2 to go at the Bee Digger 44-yard line. They've just checked in with the play. And there are 11 seconds to go before the end of the third quarter. And there's the give to Waits along the right sideline, right at the stick. He's got the first down. He's got that momentum towards the 41. 1.2 seconds to go. They stop the clock for the movement of the chains, a gain of 3. And that'll be the end of the third quarter with a score. Brush 28, Platte Valley 14. On 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bee Diggers lead the Platte Valley Broncos on homecoming night, 28-14 as we move to the fourth. I'm John Beltran along with Dave Uhrig. And Platte Valley has got a 1st and 10 at the Brush 41-yard line. They need to score on this drive, Dave, because you figure if they don't score, the Bee Diggers really have control of this game.
No, Brush has got 271 offenses so far, and Platte Valley's got 242, so that just goes to show what a defensive shootout that it is, even though we got 28 points on the board.
1st and 10 for Platte Valley at the Bee Digger 41. Receivers split to the left and right. 4 total. Play action, looking to throw deep over the middle. The pass is almost intercepted by Alexander at the 16-yard line. Dave, I think we have about 3 or 4 missed interceptions in this game.
Yeah, Brush has got 3 of them, too. But Alexander did a good job, stepped in front of it. And like we said before, we got some guys with some really good savvy back there in that secondary. And it's going to be hard for Platte Valley just to come out throwing the ball without giving us a little bit more play action.
2nd down and 10 to go from the Brush 41. Just make 3 plays here, get the ball back, and you can take time off the clock. Again in a shotgun. France with a long count. 3-step drop. Looking, stepping over the middle. Wide open McDaniel. 1st down along the sideline to the 10, the 5. He's gone. That's a touchdown for McDaniel. 41 yards from Daniel Francis. 2nd touchdown of the game. Brush 28, Platte Valley 20.
154 yards now for France, and that was kind of just like the one Coronado caught, almost in the same spot on the field. Going the same direction and everything. Just a post pattern and hit him right on the money, and no free safety there to pick it up. And that's what that formation does to you. You know, you spread them out. You got to have enough guys out there guarding them.
And the extra point is good. 11:47 remaining, fourth quarter. Brush 28, Platte Valley 21. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. A 4-minute drive, 9 plays, 74 yards, and Platte Valley back of the game, 28-21, and a 41-yard pass from Daniel Franz to Colt McDaniel. Felipe Perez to kick it off. Got to watch for the onside. It's just a pooch kick. It's still bouncing, fielded by Guzman at the 15 to the 20, along the middle of the field, across the 20, and he's swallowed up at the 23. Well, Dave, all you got to do is keep scoring unless you can actually stop them, and Platte Valley's offense has finally become difficult to stop, as has Brush's offense.
You know, now's the time in the game. We've been talking about how there hasn't been the turnovers, and there should have been. Now's the time we don't want them to start happening.
Well, and Alexander, one play earlier, nearly picked off a pass. If the Bee Diggers pick off any of those passes, they had opportunities to intercept earlier in the game. It'd be a different ball game right now. 1st and 10 from their own 23. Matos Garcia under center. And there's the give to Gutierrez running along right tackle. He's got a nice gain across the 25-yard line towards the 30. And he's running really well tonight. That's a gain of 7. for Mikey G. 2nd down and 3. Garrett McCullough made the hit for Platte Valley.
Yep, 73 yards for him. But again, Brush just running right over there behind Rodriguez and Woodward. Those guys doing the job, controlling the line of scrimmage against some pretty stocky Platte Valley defensive linemen.
2nd down and 3 from the 30-yard line. Again, baby Maltos Garcia is under center, barking out the signals. And he will pitch it left to Gutierrez, cuts it back to the 35, and he runs into the secondary across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Another big run for Mikey Gutierrez. A gain of 12 and a 1st down as the tackle was made by Matthew Hoffman.
85 yards now for Mikey, and just Brush having some good luck running that quick pitch. And you know what that sets up, that fake quick pitch and then the trap up the middle.
Part of the success is the play calling as well. Play calling is excellent.
You know, I think the coaches just, they just zeroed in that the wing tee's working for them, so they're going with it.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. In the backfield, Gutierrez and Rosenbrock. Hand off to Rosenbrock right up the middle. Breaks a tackle at the 45. Along the sideline to the 40. Stiff arm inside the 40 down to about the 30-yard line for Kyle Rosenbrock. I tell you, they are just running extremely well, whether it's Rosenbrock or Gutierrez. Official spot is the 31-yard line. And the gain is 27 yards for Kyle Rosenbrock.
So 174 yards now for Rosenbrock. But again, just sticking with that 30 series, that was going to be a trap. And, the hole was plugged, and he just kind of stopped, regained his balance, and then just shot it to the outside.
Dave, you told me at halftime, I think off the air, we're going to see a lot of offense in the second half, and you have nailed that one. It was a tight game at halftime, 13-7 in favor of Brush from the 31. There's the give to Rosenbrock, the deep back, but this time he barely gets out of the backfield as he runs off left tackle to the 30. And again, Hoffman made the first hit. Also assisted over there by Anthony Ibarra. 2nd down and 9 to go for the Bee-Diggers. 9:37 to go, 4th quarter. Brush leads Platte Valley 28-21.
Trying to run that 27. Just pounding the ball at the off tackle at those Broncos, and you're starting to see their players, they're on the hands on their knees and hands on their hip, and they're breathing hard as they're losing their lung on their roller skates.
2nd down and 9 from the 30. Play clock is running down. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Maltos Garcia gets it off, hands off to Rosenbrock right up the gut, and he bulls his way for a couple of yards, if even that. Man, Hoffman is in on every play. Every single play. Kyle Florian also made the hit. That's a gain of about 2. 3rd down and 7, just shy of the 28-yard line. This might call for Rosenbrock to be under center or perhaps in a shotgun.
That was actually an option, just handed off the dive, and Maltos and Gutierrez ran on down towards the sideline there as they faked that option play.
3rd down and 7 from the Platte Valley 28. Maltos Garcia again under center. He's going to pitch it right to Gutierrez. Follows a block to the 25-yard line. Along the sideline to the 15, the 10. Goodbye, Gutierrez. Touchdown. Mikey G has scored a TD from 28 yards away. Brush leads 34-21.
And Mikey G's got 113 yards now on 17 carries as Brush ran that quick pitch again. And if Platte Valley's going to come out and they're going to stack everybody in between those tackles and not have a free safety and just leave one guy out there to beat, and Brush is going to take advantage of that as our tight end over there, Clay Shaver, and our slot backs. Whenever we run it to the weak side, those guys are doing a good job of sealing everybody off.
Big extra point for Jaron Peterson. High snap, and then it's a line drive underneath the crossbar. Not his fault. It was a very bad snap. 8:16 to go in the game. Brush 34, Platte Valley 21. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Peterson with a line drive kick headed towards the Brush sideline and into the end zone. Nice job by Jaron Peterson. Boots it all the way to the end zone. That's a bonus. The B-Diggers just scored a 28-yard run by Mikey Gutierrez. The extra point was missed. 6-play, 77-yard drive in 3 minutes and 27 seconds. But now you got to stop Platte Valley to ensure that you're going to come away with a victory.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. You know, they got to be feeling the pressure. They've got to come out and throw the ball. I'm not sure they'll try to go with all those runs like they did with France, those quarterback keepers up the middle.
1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 2 receivers split each side. Daniel France in the shotgun. He's got the football. 1-step drop, looking, stepping up in the pocket. Will take off with the football to the 25. First down to the 30. Runs into a beat digger at the 35 as Cameron Alexander made the hit. But it's a gain of 16 to the 36. And Platte Valley has a first down on the first play of the drive.
101 yards now for France. But that's what Sitzman did last year for him. Remember, they'd put him back there like he was going to throw the ball, and then they just give him permission to run whenever he wants to.
1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Again, France is in a shotgun, and he will keep the football up the middle. He's hit after a yard, and he is picked up and brought down, never tackled. I don't know if that was Shaver who picked him up, but what a nice play. Rosenbrock right there as well. Let's call that a yard to the 37. 2nd down and 9 to go for Platte Valley. Officials timeout. 7:38 to go in the game. B-Diggers lead by 13. Stop, shop, and save on all your grocery needs and snacks for game time enjoyment. The Brush Grocery Cart. 1302 West Edison Street in Brush. And your perfect combination is Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies in G Sweets Bakery. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday 7 until 4. Right there at 921 Edison Street in Brush. 2nd down and 9 to go from the 37. Again in a shotgun. France, 2-step drop, looking to his right, stepping up in the pocket, now rolling to his left, throwing off his back foot. The pass is incomplete. Off the hands of Ryan Waite at the 43-yard line. 3rd down and 9 to go for Platte Valley.
A lot of the reason that happens because Rosenbrock from his linebacker position dove out there like he was going to try to knock the ball down and took the clear vision away from Waite. He couldn't keep his eye on the ball.
Are they 2 plays away? What do you think? Is this 4-down territory for Platte Valley?
Absolutely.
And they're on their own side of the field at the 37. Watch out for that slant that killed the B-Diggers. It also killed Platte Valley when Coronado caught a 55-yarder. 3rd and 9 from the 37. Again, back to throw is France. Steps up over the middle. The pass is dropped by McDaniel at midfield, right in his hands. Maybe a little bit behind him. Not happy with himself. 4th down and 9 to go. Let's see what head coach Troy Hoffman decides to do. Dave Urich said it's 4-down territory, and I think that Hoffman's going to agree with that. Does Platte Valley take a timeout to assess this situation, or has the decision been made?
That last play was a lot like the one McDaniel went for a touchdown on before.
Oh, this is it. 4th down and 9 from their own 37. The B-Diggers make this play, more than likely they'll come away with this game. And there is going to be a timeout called by Platte Valley. With 7:16 to go, Brush 34, Platte Valley 21. And on 4th down and 9, they want to make sure they call the right play here. This is a very difficult offense, Dave, to defend. The B-Diggers have faced an offense like this in Glenwood Springs, which had a quarterback and Dante Sparaco who could throw the ball all over the field, but the B-Diggers picked him off, I believe, 3 times.
Yep.
And have had their opportunities in this game.
Yep. This is actually the 3rd quarterback we've seen that throws the ball really well. But the difference here is just Platte Valley does a better job of letting their quarterback run with the ball, so he's like that extra man you have to account for.
AC Ice proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. When you need ice, don't settle for just any old frozen water. Get AC Ice at any local grocery or convenience store near you. 4th and 9 from the 37. Brush leads by 13. Platte Valley needs this play to stay in the game. Naked backfield. France in a shotgun. Back to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. Rolling to his right. Trying to get around Shaver. And Shaver knocks him down just across the 35 to the 38-yard line. A gain of 1, and the Bee Diggers have held Platte Valley and take over in Broncos territory.
Just a great job there by Shaver. You know, he gave up that containment, but he didn't over-pursue it. He wasn't upfield so far that allowed France to run around him, and he was able to come in from behind and make the tackle. And just a heads-up play there by him, as he's obviously playing hurt. He's limping around out there a little bit, but, you know, he's a great player, and we're going to have a lot of fun watching him the rest of this year and next year.
Yeah, he's a junior. 1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers, just shy of the 38-yard line at Platte Valley. And Platte Valley just took a timeout, so they've got 2 remaining. There's plenty of time, 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go, but at the very least, if you hold on to the football and eat up about 2 to 3 minutes, you're in a great position to win the game. Hand off to Rosenbrock, breaks a tackle in the backfield, still on his feet, and he drives inside the 35 towards the 34. As the tackle was made by Drew Neuerberg, that should have been a 1 or 2 yard loss. Instead, Rosenbrock, who's had another terrific night, is able to pick up close to 5 yards.
184 yards for Rosenbrock. That was Matthew Hoffman. They're blitzing some guys now, so get ready. We start running that trap. We're going to run right past people here in a minute.
2nd down and a long 5 to go from the Platte Valley 33, and Maltos Garcia is waiting until that play clock runs to about 5 seconds. Backs remain split. Give to Gutierrez, running right, stutter stepping back to the middle, a 1st down as he is inside the 30-yard line towards the 27. It's a gain of 6 for Mikey G before the hit was made along the far side. 1st down for the Bee Diggers. Still lots of time. The Bee Diggers could eclipse the 40-point mark in this one.
119 yards for Mikey Gutierrez. You know, you got to mention those offensive linemen. They're having a great night controlling that line of scrimmage and allowing those backs to pick up such big yards.
Brush's lowest point total was against Fort Morgan, 35-3. They've got 34 now, but driving. 1st and 10 at the Platte Valley 27-yard line. Gutierrez, check that. It's going to, the handoff to Rosenbrock, excuse me. And nothing there. Just a run right into the line as Maltos Garcia handed off to Kyle Rosenbrock. 2nd down and 10 to go for the Bee Diggers.
Aaron Williams playing that tight end position. Clay Shaver's usually there. Aaron's doing a good job of stepping in there. Usually he's in the backfield. And you can see how he's ready to go and understands the offense well enough to be able to get in there and help out.
2nd down and 10 for the Platte Valley 27. Baby Maltos Garcia under center, waiting for that play clock to run down. It's at 3 seconds, at 2, at 1. He gets the play off, hands off to Gutierrez right up the middle. They tried to strip him, but he drives his way inside the 25 towards the 20-yard line. They might backtrack the football to the 21, but Gutierrez, he just raced right through that hole. And Reno Chaparro and Matthew Hoffman made the hit. A gain of 6, 3rd down and 4 to go for the Bee Diggers, and they are definitely in 4-down territory with under 5 minutes to go in the game. Brush leads Platte Valley 34-21.
Brush not taking a lot of time. They get out of the huddle pretty quick and jog up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down and 4 for the 21. Maltos Garcia again with a long count. He'll turn. And he'll bootleg it to his left. He going for a block, cuts it back to the inside, and he's tackled at the 20, maybe got to the 19. And Matthew Hoffman's got about 15 tackles tonight. It's amazing. He must be their Kyle Rosenbrock in terms of tackles. It'll be 4th down. The ball is going to be spotted at, give him the 19, a gain of 2, but it's going to be 4th and a long 2 to go for Brush. Now the good news is that we're under 4 minutes to go in the game. No, even if you don't pick up the 1st down, you leave Platte Valley with a long field, having to score twice in order to win it. 4th down and 2. Just outside the 19. Maltos Garcia back to throw, looking deep over the middle. Peterson is there, but it's short. The pass is short and incomplete. And Maltos Garcia had him wide open. but underthrew it, and Platte Valley takes over with 3:43 to go in the game, trailing by 13.
Yeah, that was a good call. Just a underthrown ball. Definitely going to be a touchdown. Platte Valley didn't have any free safeties. They're all up there trying to stop that run. We're just killing them running the ball, and makes them start taking those chances and leaves the middle of the field wide open.
Ball just outside the 19, closer to the 20. 1st and 10 for Platte Valley with 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go. McDaniels in motion to the left. Now he resets, trips to the left, one to the right. Daniel France with a one-step drop, throws that pass out in the left flat. It is caught over there by McDaniels, tries to spin out of a tackle, but Gutierrez, or check that, Matos Garcia's got him for a short gain to about the 22 or 23. And they're right up to the line of scrimmage, a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 to go for Platte Valley. Now at 3:19 to go, 4th quarter. Brush leads by a baker's dozen along the left hash mark. 2nd down and 8. The pass to the left sideline is caught. That's a 1st down and out of bounds over there. Let's see if that's going to be Parker Gilliland. It is. And the gain is 9 to the 31, but that stops the clock, and that's what Platte Valley's going to do. They got to utilize those sidelines. 1st and 10, still 69 yards to go until they get into the end zone. They want to do that in the next minute to have a chance. Quick drop, throw to the left, is caught underneath, and there's space along the left sideline across the 40 to the 45. It's a gain of 14. Again, Gilliland makes the catch for Platte Valley, and the clock stops for the movement of the chains. Dave, this game appeared to be over at 1 point, but if they're going to pick up yards that quickly and take little time off the clock, B-Diggers got to watch out. 1st and 10 for the 45. Quick drop along the sideline. Passes caught underneath across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Same pattern. And once again, that is Parker Gilliland. And the gain is going to be 7 that time to the 48-yard line. So that's 4 for 4 on this drive for about 32 yards. 2:57 to go. 2nd down and 3 from the B-Digger 48. Let's see if the B-Diggers can read that play. France, left sideline pass, caught underneath, and a 1st down across the 45 to the 43. That's McDaniel with a catch, a gain of 5. 1st and 10. Man, they're moving this ball quickly. At the 43, 2-step drop, looking to his left, again throwing underneath, and it is caught still. Not a 1st down and does not go out of bounds. That's Gilliland. And let's see, that gain goes inside the 40 to the 38. That's a gain of 5. 6 for 6 on this drive. 2nd down and about 5.
196 yards in the air as well.
At the 38. 2-step drop, looking to the left sideline, throwing over the middle, incomplete. Over the outstretched hand of McDaniel at the 25-yard line. 3rd down and a short 5 to go. 2:21 left in the game.
Trying to set up that post pattern from the other side. McDaniel caught the same pass, just mirrored it.
I mean, forget about a pass rush here, Dave, because he's releasing the ball so quickly. A pass rush doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it's a waste of personnel up there, really. Just you need him there just to make sure France doesn't take off running with the ball.
3rd down and about 5 from the B-Digger 38-yard line. In that shotgun is Daniel France. He's got the football. He'll take off with the football inside the 35. 1st down. He dives to the 30. It's a gain of 8 for Daniel France on 3rd and 5. Here comes the 9th play of the drive. The clock stops again for the movement of the chains. We have 2:16 to go. Brush 34, Platte Valley 21. And you know the Broncos score here. They're going to attempt an onside kick.
France has got almost 300 yards offense all by himself.
At the 30 of Brush. 1st down, back to throw, looking, stepping up over the middle. Pass is caught inside the 50 to the 10 to the 5, lunging for the end zone. The ball is fumbled in the end zone, but I think he was down. That was McDaniel. And down at the 1. A gain of 29 yards. 1st and goal, still 1:57 to go. Well, now I'm starting to remember that game against Eaton 2 years ago when the B-Diggers had the lead late Under center is France. Quarterback sneak. He's not going to get there. He went a little bit too low, and the Bee Diggers were able to meet him. That's going to take time off the clock. 11th play of the drive coming up. Oh, that's eating up time. 1:39 to go. The Bee Diggers made a huge play there, so even if Platte Valley scores, they've got a lot less time than they thought. Now France is out of a shotgun. 2nd and goal from the 1. France is going to pitch it left to McDaniel. He's got a seam to the outside. He's in for the touchdown for Colt McDaniel. And it's 34-27. And we got a penalty flag. A late hit, it looks like, against the Bee Diggers in the end zone. Man, that means the kickoff, if that's assessed on the kickoff, that would be a kickoff at the Brush 45 after the 1-yarder by McDaniel. And that is going to be the signal. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Brush. Yeah, that will be assessed on the kickoff. And they scored pretty quickly here. That drive took about 2.5 minutes, so not super quick. And the extra point to be attempted here by Felipe Perez. Bee Diggers unable to get a stop here. But same for Platte Valley. They've struggled. They just got a stop, and the extra point is good. 1:25 to go in the game. It is Brush 34, Platte Valley 28 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 11 plays, 80 yards in about 2.5 minutes. Colt McDaniel scores from a yard out. Now, after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Platte Valley kicks off from the Brush 45, 34-28. Onside kick, and the ball is loose, and I think the Bee Diggers jumped on it, and they did at the 34-yard line. It went off of one Bee Digger. But let's see who fell on the football at the 34. That onside kick was a little bit too hard as far as Platte Valley was concerned. And
Maltos Garcia.
Yeah. Yeah, they're saying, I think it might have gone off Maltos Garcia, and Conrad Cole was right around the football as well. Nonetheless, the Bee Diggers have it 1st and 10 at their own 34, and that was a huge timeout that Platte Valley had to take. So the Bee Diggers would have to punt the ball back over to Platte Valley if they do not get a first down, because the Broncos can call a couple of timeouts. 20 points scored in the first half combined, 42 in the second half. What a game, Dave. The Bee Diggers have been in the lead for most of it, but Platte Valley has not gone away. Brush went up 21-7, Platte Valley scored. Brush went up 28-14, Platte Valley scored. Brush went up 34-21, Platte Valley has scored. They've countered all 3 Bee Digger touchdowns. Now you got to hold on to the football. 1st and 10. And let me see, Platte Valley might take a chance here and try to strip the football, and if they do, this could be a long play for the Bee Diggers at their own 34-yard line. Maltos Garcia on the pitch right to Gutierrez. Swings it to the outside of the 40. Along the sideline of the 45. At the 50. Gutierrez with speed. At the 30-yard line. First down as he's dragged out of bounds. And that might do it. At the 30. That pitch play has been working all night. And it's a gain of 36 yards for Mikey Gutierrez.
161 yards for Mikey Gutierrez. All I can say is some people never learn. You know, Platte Valley knows that they're running quick pitch there, and they're not accounting for that outside area out there in the flats. There's just nobody there to step up and help make the tackle.
And he was tackled barely inbounds, by the way. Well, let's see. The officials restarted the clock. Now let's see. Let's see if they made a mistake, because I thought he was tackled out of bounds. They might have to put time back on the clock. It says 1:09. Yeah, 1:14 is what they're instructing up here. But it was the official that did signal the restart of the clock, so he was not tackled in bounds. 1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers at the Platte Valley 30. 74 seconds to go. Platte Valley can stop the clock twice. Maltos Garcia's under center. on 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Awaits the snap, hands it off to Gutierrez, running off right tackle, and he's going to be stood up after a short gain to the 29, a gain of 1, timeout Platte Valley. 2nd down and 9. They take the timeout with 1:06 to go. So you run another play. They call a timeout, be about a minute to go. Then the rest of the clock will run. And if Platte Valley gets the ball back, they'll probably be about 15 or 20 seconds at the very best.
You know, if they keep stacking up everybody, you know, in between the tackles and within 5 yards of the ball, you know, all their linebackers do a really good job of stepping up and taking on blocks. But what happens is if they have to try to have any pursuit to the outside when we run the ball out there on a quick pitch or on a bootleg or something like that, well, they can't get out there because there's too much traffic to run through. So if they keep playing defense like they are, the Diggers are going to put another touchdown up.
Ball is just shy of the 28-yard line. It'll be officially 2nd down and 8 to go. B-Digger players calling for some encouragement for the fans. They don't hear them out there. Now the fans getting a little bit louder, sensing victory, but not completely over. 1 timeout remaining for Platte Valley. 2nd down and 8 from the Platte Valley 28. Matos Garcia dropped the football, and then he falls on it. Oh, that was almost disastrous, and a timeout is quickly called. That only took 3 seconds off the clock. 3rd down and 8.
Wow, that was close. Last thing we could do is afford to give Platte Valley just a little bit of hope because they definitely have the weapons, put points on the board in a hurry. That was close.
Well, now you're looking at a situation on 3rd and 8 where you know that Platte Valley has no timeouts remaining. You can pitch it to the outside, but if you go out of bounds and don't get the first down, that's a lot of time that remains on the clock, even though that seems to be the play that's going to work the most because it's worked all night. Right,
or that bootleg. And if they come over here to the left side, to the grandstand side, that's the wide side of the field, so it's a long ways to run. The Diggers can still go down before they get out of bounds if they need to.
63 seconds to go. Brush 34, Platte Valley 28. 3rd down and 8 to go for the Beat Diggers at the Platte Valley 28-yard line. Matos Garcia will turn, and he'll hand it off to Gutierrez, running the counter on the right side, and he's got a first down. He nearly went all the way. He tripped up himself inside the 20 to the 17. A gain of 11, and that's going to clinch the game for the Beat Diggers as Mikey Gutierrez picks up a huge first down, and it appeared the Broncos thought that Rosenbrock was going to get the football.
Yep, nice decoy work there. 173 yards for Mikey, 22 carries, and just a real good job of securing the ball and knowing where he needed to get to.
Now the Beat Diggers are in victory formation with 42 seconds to go. A perfect counter play run by Brush. Matos Garcia waiting the snap. He's got the football down on a knee at the 18-yard line. I don't believe the Beat Diggers have to run another play as we have 23 seconds to go. That should be it. That's it. The Brush Beat Diggers have won on homecoming night in a thriller over the Platte Valley Broncos, 34-28. Let's take a break. We'll wrap it up after this. You're listening to Brush Beat Digger Football on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Beat Digger post-game show is brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Farm and Home Center in Sterling Brush and Fort Morgan. They're your farm and ranch headquarters for all your farm and ranch supplies, and they carry feed for all your animals and pets. Mr. D's Ace Farm and Home Center. John Beltran along with Dave Urich. The Brush Beat Diggers defeat the Platte Valley Broncos on homecoming night, 34-28. Quite a game it was as Platte Valley broke out on top 7-0 on a 13-yard run by Ryan Waite in the opening quarter. The Beat Diggers did counter with a couple of touchdowns in the second quarter. By the way, that Waite touchdown concluded a 3-play, 46-yard drive in 1 minute. But then Kyle Rosenbrock scored from 5 yards out. 11 plays, 63 yards in 3 minutes and 55 seconds. PAT was good. The game was deadlocked at 7. Still in the second quarter, on a 4th and 1, a quarterback keeper went for 44 yards from Rosenbrock. PAT was missed. 13-7. That was a 7-play drive. that covered 73 yards in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. The Bee Diggers did receive the second half kickoff, and they were able to get into the end zone. A 50-yard drive because Zeke Coronado had a 29-yard kickoff return, and he caught the 55-yard pass from Rosenbrock. 2-point conversion pass was good from Rosenbrock to Peterson and made it 21-7. Platte Valley, though, countered 10 plays, 55 yards in 3 minutes and 17 seconds. It was Matthew Hoffman, a 33-yard pass from Daniel France, a perfect pass along the right sideline, made it 21-14. Back came the Bee Diggers, 3:55 to go third quarter. It was a 6-play, 68-yard drive in 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Rosenbrock scored for the third time in the game from 1 yard out this time, 28-14. But Platte Valley countered on the first play of the fourth quarter. 9 plays, 74 yards in 4 minutes. Colt McDaniel, 41-yard pass right up the middle from France. 28-21 was the score. You know what happened? Back came the Bee Diggers. 6 plays, 77 yards, 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Mikey Gutierrez from 28 yards out made it 34-21. It appeared the game was over when Brush stopped Platte Valley in a 4th and long, and the Bee Diggers were able to generate a first down, but Platte Valley still had 3 minutes and 58 seconds left on the clock. They drove the ball down the field, about a 2.5-minute drive, and 11 plays and 80 yards later, McDaniel scored from a yard out. It was 34-28. But the Bee Diggers did run out the clock with a couple of first downs as Brush improves to 2-0 in Patriot League play, 6-0 overall. Platte Valley falls to 1-1 in league play and 3-3 on the season. Dave, let's go through some large individual numbers.
Tell you what, you got to give Platte Valley credit. 3-3 on the season, and they're a very good team.
Oh gosh, yes.
Tell you what, people better watch out. Very balanced game. You said it was back and forth. Obviously it was. 58 plays for Platte Valley. Brush had 57 plays. 381 yards total for Platte Valley. 415 for Brush. So they were just right there neck and neck for Platte Valley. They had 156 yards on the ground. They were led by France, who had 111 carries or 111 yards on 19 carries. Ryan Wade had 11 carries for 28 yards. They threw the ball 24 times, completed 14 of those for a grand total of 225 yards. Leading the charge for Platte Valley was Colt McDaniel, 107 yards on 5 receptions. Gilland had 5 receptions for 51 yards. And then their next best receptions were for Hoffman, 35. Fetzer had 15. Wade had a 6-yarder, and Newberry had a 4-yard reception. So some pretty balanced attack, and you can tell Platte Valley has a lot of weapons just like Brush does.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the Brush side of things, we had 2 guys with some big yards on the ground. We had 347 yards rushing tonight. The leading the charge for Brush was Kyle Rosenbrock, who had 184 yards on 17 carries. Right behind him, though, was Mikey Gutierrez, who had 22 carries and 173 yards. Peterson was in negative territory with his one in-around that was stopped early on in the game, and then same thing with Conrad Cole. They're around halftime. They threw the ball 7 times. They completed 2 of those for 68 yards. The guys that caught the ball were Coronado, who had a 55-yard touchdown reception, and then also Cameron Alexander on that 13-yard catch early on in the game.
But let me tell you, these offenses were pretty balanced in the second half because, as you mentioned, the Bee Diggers ran the football well, and really Platte Valley's only offense in the ground came for the quarterback, France, and that was about it.
Right. They did kind of like what they did with Sitzman last year. They spread him out and then let him run with it. But the Digger defense is they're just solid. And the defensive backs did a good job of zeroing in and not allowing them to throw the ball that well.
Let's bring in the head coach of the Bee Diggers, Randy Dreitzen. A very long day, a long Friday, starting with a homecoming parade. Of course, the end of homecoming week as well, which really hasn't ended for the students, maybe for Coach Dreitzen and some of the adults. It is all over. But, Coach, your impressions of this game where – Dave said at halftime that there was going to be a lot of offense in the second half, and there was a lot of offense in the second half.
Yeah, there sure was. They're a great football team. They played hard. We played hard. Fortunately, we came out on top, and, I think our kids I liked it. I mean, I didn't like it, but I did like it because our kids needed this. They needed to be tested. This is more like a playoff type atmosphere and situation of the game. So it was good that, we had this. We got to make sure that we get ready for that because it's definitely a situation where we're going to get into again and to see our kids, not getting too much of a panic mode. I was a little concerned after they scored their last touchdown. We kind of came off the field and I said, hey, we got to come right back and score. So thank goodness they responded, and these guys are really good, and I love the way they rise to the occasion.
Well, the execution is one thing, but what about your play calling? It seemed that every time you called that pitch play, I think it was working 95% of the time because they were stacking the middle, and Mikey Gutierrez especially had lots of success on that pitch.
Well, we talked at halftime a little bit about, how they were lining up, and I told Arnaldo, if you see that, call that pitch play, and Arnaldo did a great job of changing the plays tonight. He had some outstanding changing of the plays, and he looked over the defense, what they gave us. We tried to take, and he called that pitch play quite often tonight because of the way they were lining up, and he just got smart. He's a really smart football player. I mean, we get down to the end of the game, us coaches, we got to tell him to let the clock run, I look out there, and he's letting the clock run. He's looking at the referee to start the count before he gets the play going. So.
You think you've been around football long enough that you've seen every single play, but I don't know if you've seen it. I have never seen a 4th and 1 where the quarterback keeps the football and goes 44 yards like Rosenbrock did. I'm still stunned that happened so easily.
Yeah, our kids were pretty excited about that. They said, Coach, it just parted the sea. They were so worried about off tackle that it fortunately it worked out for us. It was great for us to have that happen. But Platte Valley is a scary football team, and they got big play abilities, and who knows, we might see them again.
Well, and defensively, there were probably, I think, 2 or 3 occasions where you had the interceptions right there, and sometimes that makes a difference because last week and against Fort Morgan, Rosenbrock had 3 INTs. You were picking off those passes, and it just seemed tonight, and they also had a big opportunity when one of their kids dropped the ball, some missed opportunities by both teams to force turnovers on defense.
Yeah, it was I think on both sides of the ball we had some drop balls, whether we were on offense or they were on offense dropping the ball, or the defensive teams missing some interceptions. And Nico had one pass. He's usually sure-handed, and had one pass that he dropped that that lights got into his eyes. And I've been out here before just throwing the ball around with these lights on. It does get into your eyes sometimes, but you just got to pick up the pieces and go from there. When we got to the end of the game, I had a couple other pass plays in mind, but I was just thinking we got to run time off this clock, and you get kind of second guessing yourself at sometimes when it's close like this.
Platte Valley's always seemed to be good on special teams. It seemed that you were cognizant of that because a lot of these pooch kicks at the beginning of the game, even though Peterson did have one that went through the end zone, but I'm sure you wanted to avoid big plays on those kickoff returns.
Most definitely. Whether we were punting or kicking off, we weren't going to kick it to the real good returners. We saw on film that they returned kicks for touchdowns and punts for touchdowns. So, we worked on those things and talked about those things where we wanted to place it, whether it be right, middle, or left, or whatever it may be. But we definitely wanted to take advantage of not kicking it to. They're really good players that have run ball back for touchdown.
Big plays by seniors tonight, including Zeke Coronado had a nice kickoff return to start the second half, and then that 55-yard touchdown. But it seemed that something else that you were impressed by earlier in the day during that homecoming parade when the seniors were the final float. You did that, Remember the Titans. I know that the homecoming week can be it could be long. There's a lot of things going on. There's distractions, but that seemed to be something that you thoroughly enjoyed, almost like you forgot it was homecoming week.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. It was fun for the kids to do, and those memories, hopefully they keep forever. And, it's all about the experience of high school football and the whole high school experience. It's a catch-22 as a coach. It drives me crazy, homecoming, but yet I don't want to pull it back from them from having a good time and having good memories. It was a tough week to have homecoming against this team because I knew it would be a battle, but thank goodness we came out on top. All
right, final thing, Coach. I'm going to have some fun with you right now because, as we mentioned, that final homecoming float, they did the Remember the Titans dance. Whoever's seen that movie, it's a famous entrance into the stadium before a game. So I'm going to mention the following movies just off the top of your head. You give me your favorite here, favorite high school football movie. Maybe you haven't seen all these movies. Friday Night Lights, Varsity Blues, Radio, Gridiron Gang, Remember the Titans, Wildcats, Blindside, all the right moves, Facing the Giants, and When the Game Stands Tall, which I know you saw recently. You got a favorite one amongst those, or maybe a favorite 2 or 3?
You know, as a coach, I related really well to When the Game Stands Tall. But Remember the Titans is
a
still,
classic, isn't it?
It's a classic to me. All the others there's a lot of good movies you mentioned there, but I think the ones that stand out to me is, Remember the Titans, and if it wasn't a high school movie, I probably people kind of think I'm corny, but I really liked Rudy too, and so that wasn't a high school movie, but it was a great movie also. So, but I really do enjoy When the Game Stands Tall. It was about a coach, and it was a true story. And I could relate to a lot of things he was talking about.
Well, we know that coaching, it can create a lot of pressure. And even for a coach who's won 151 games in a row like Bob Lattiser at De La Salle High School, I mean, it is a pressure-filled job, especially when you're winning week after week. Final thoughts, Coach, on this game going into Greeley next Friday night against University. You're back on the road again.
Yes, we are back on the road, and it was scheduled for Saturday night. We were going to play it Friday night because they got lights this year, but they couldn't find officials. So we scheduled it for Saturday night, told everybody it's Saturday night, and now they called us this week and told us that they found officials coming out of Colorado Springs to officiate the game Friday night. So, hopefully they're good officials, but we'll be playing Friday night against University. It'll be a tough battle. We got to prepare every week like it's the Platte Valleys, like it's the teams. We want to get into that habit of preparing well and doing assignment football, and hopefully, we come out on top.
Randy, congratulations on a big win. A lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's Brush Head football coach Randy Dreitz after the Bee Diggers survived a defeated Platte Valley here on homecoming night. The homecoming queen was Ashley Stratman. Kyle Rosenbrock, the homecoming king. He also had 3 touchdowns on the ground and a touchdown pass to Zeke Coronado early in the third quarter. Again, as Coach mentioned, Brush and University next Friday night, 7 o'clock from Greeley. Kickoff at 7 o'clock on 1010, as well as KSIR.com with replay to follow. You can always follow us on Facebook at 1010 KSIR Sports, on Twitter at KSIR Sports, at KSIRSports.com for videos, and also for videos on our KSIR B106 channel on YouTube. Fort Morgan Mustangs are in action coming up tomorrow, 1 o'clock on B106 and B106.com as they go for their 5th consecutive win. The Mustangs will be on the road against Lutheran, kickoff at 1 o'clock with game replay to follow. Outstanding job by our sound engineer and producer Braden Godin and the studio coordinator Alan Lance. I'm John Beltran for Dave Urich. The final score once again tonight on homecoming night. Brush outscores Platte Valley 34-28. on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.